You guys ready? We've waited a long time. We got to say thanks to Yum Yum Cupcake Truck. They brought all the cupcakes that you guys enjoyed, and then when we're done, you maybe can have some more unless I want to take them all home. They're going to do photos and everything afterwards, so you guys can hang out for that. But you guys ready to meet her? Ready for her to come out? Make some noise. She's right inside there. Welcome to the RP Funding Theater, Zendaya. You guys are so excited. Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm
Everybody,
good.
say hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Orlando and to XL106.7.
Thank you.
They're so excited. They've been waiting. Did you guys all have to come up in like one elevator, right? Because the elevator's broke. Yeah. Oh, you had to use the stairs. It's good for you, right?
It's exercise, guys.
Right.
Exercise.
It's
I always look at the
exercise.
positive.
It's exercise. So you've been performing for like ever. I've
Yes.
been doing a lot of reading. My son is a huge fan. I have to say that. He couldn't come. He had to go to the dentist.
Ugh.
So you guys should consider yourselves lucky.
He's at the dentist and we're like, cupcakes.
I know, right? That's why he's at the dentist, because of the cupcakes. So you've been performing for like ever. When did you decide that this is it? This is what I'm going to do?
I think it was something I just knew. You know, I definitely have always had a passion for what I do, and it's one of those things that I knew that I couldn't live without. You know, I couldn't live without dancing, singing, acting, or being an artistic person. So I couldn't see myself doing anything other than what I'm doing right now, honestly.
And it's a fun job. So
Exactly.
You can't complain.
And
Can't
I
complain.
love it. You know?
And you did a lot of commercial stuff early on, and there's a lot of kids in Central Florida that do that. And the whole idea is eventually to get where you're at. So for kids that are doing that and starting out like that, what would you say to them? Like, what kind of advice could you give to somebody who's started? Because that's kind of what you started at, doing the smaller background stuff, and then you just kind of blew up.
You know, I think my main thing is do it for a reason. I think a lot of young people especially see, like, the glitzy, glamour, Hollywood thing, and they just are like, ooh, I want to be famous. And that doesn't make any sense. You really have to have a passion. If you want to do it, you have to want to do it because, you know, there's a reason behind it. My reason is because I like to be a positive influence for younger people. Others might be because they have, you know, a very strong passion. That's another thing for me is I have a very, very strong passion for what I do, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So you really have to find something that you truly are passionate about, and that's not just like, you know, a hobby.
Right, and it's not going to happen overnight. So you have to just
You have to
stick
work
with
at it. Exactly. And if it's like a hobby, you know, you're going to get sick of it very quickly.
Right.
You know, if it's just like, I do it for fun, it didn't really go so well, so I'm just going to keep moving. No, it has to be something that's like, I will not stop until I reach my destination.
Yeah,
so.
that's cool. That's where my kid is now. We're on drums this week. He just started drum lessons. So this is like our 10th thing.
Oh,
so we'll
snap.
see if this sticks.
We'll
He's
see.
8. I'll
Hey,
see
you
what
never
happens.
know.
Now, you've done all kinds of stuff, of course, the acting and the music, and we'll get to your CD in just a little bit. You did Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
I did a local version of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
For like 2 weeks. I quit. It was literally the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. How hard was all the work?
Try the real Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
You don't want that. You know, it's very physically, mentally demanding because, you know, it's every day, all day, hard, intense training. And, you know, and on top of that, I was, you know, the youngest one. So I had to go to school. While everyone else could just hang out and do whatever, I was in school, you know. There was no downtime for me. There was no time for me to even think, you know. So it was a lot to process, and halfway through I was like, why am I doing this? What am I putting myself through? Like, it's a lot. But I'm very proud of making it through that far and, you know, saying, oh, yeah, I did that. I can do a cha-cha. I can do a salsa. You know, it's pretty, it's just, I'm very proud to know that I can do it.
Do you retain all those dances so
Yes.
you could still do them all?
I literally remember every single dance, half because I watch them over and over and over again. Is that weird? Probably, but that's just what I do. I mean, sometimes in my spare time, I watch my old Dancing with the Stars videos, and I mean, come on, we've all done that. We've all looked at old videos of ourselves, okay, when we're proud of something, and we do it.
I do the morning show here. I listen to our old shows over and over again.
It's great.
I still laugh at the jokes. I'm probably the only one that ever laughed at them, but it's cool.
But it's cool.
Whatever.
Why not?
Whatever. I did. I'm friends with Joey Fatone, who did Dancing with the
Yes.
Stars, and now he did the stage show in Vegas for a while. He was the host of the Dancing with the Stars stage show.
Oh, snap.
And a lot of the stars rolled through that. Is that something you would ever consider doing? No.
I'm done with that aspect. No, I definitely, you know, I think, like I said, I would probably never do Dancing with the Stars again, but I would definitely continue ballroom, especially with Val, because I would like to learn more. And I feel like when you have a passion that's naturally there or something that you've you feel a connection to, I feel like you should seize that opportunity and try to learn. So.
And I saw that you have a book out now.
Yes, I do.
It's between you and me.
Yes.
Is that what made you decide you wanted to do a book?
Well, it's a tween advice book, so it's called Between You and Me.
I
And
get that.
I think the tween years are kind of like an awkward age. You're not a teenager yet, but you're not a kid, and so you get some responsibilities, but not all of them. And it's kind of weird. And also, I feel like most of the books written for that demographic are written by adults, which is weird because I don't think adults truly remember what it's like to be 12. I mean, it's been a little while, and so for me, it's a little fresher on my mind. So I just wanted to offer like real big sister advice. That's basically it.
Right.
Just something really nice, real, and gives you honest answers.
How long did it take you to put together a book?
Ooh, a year.
Yeah.
It was about a year process. We came up with the ideas, met with Cheryl Burke, who's my co-writer. She helped make it make sense because, I just go off with the mouse and just start talking about all the things that I had, all my experiences, and she just kind of puts it in order and makes it understandable to humans. So, yeah, it took a long time, especially to find out all the material and think about all my old stories and bring them up and, figure out how they would fit into the book. But I'm very proud of it, so.
And then now, of course, the CD.
Yes.
It's your first one.
Yes.
So what was that like, getting into the studio? Was it really overwhelming when you walk in?
It was very exciting because I waited so long to come up with my own album, and I already had like my ideas planned out. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I came in there with a mindset. I came in there with a game plan, and I was like, I just need you guys to help me get there. And so, we already had producers we were working with. We already came with stuff. We were going out there looking for newer stuff, and we were, the most important thing though for me was the fact that I had a lot of creative control, which I think a lot of people don't realize is because, she's young, she's 16, they're probably telling her what to do, which is not the truth at all, because actually every single thing that's on the album, if you didn't know, I'm an executive producer on my own album. Might have
No big deal, whatever.
It's kind of a big deal. And I just, everything down to like the cover art and the fact that it's black and white and the hologram thing and the connection to the video and why I wanted this in color and this not in color and why I picked red and like every little thing has a reason, and I'm a perfectionist. I'm a Virgo, so like every little thing has to have it has to be perfect. So I'm very very proud of that.
How hard did you have to fight for them to listen to you and let it go your way? How long did that take? Were they really cool from the beginning?
They were pretty cool from the beginning. Of course, there's every now and then where they're like, okay, Zendaya, no. There was times where like everybody was like, mm-mm. Like even my parents were like, mm-mm. And I was like, yes, yes, it's happening. And it's funny because actually for the cover of the album, everybody was against me on the cover. Everybody was like, we don't think it's the one. They wanted to see my face, and I was like, no, I want it to be edgy. I don't want to see my face. I want it to be a little more, So I was like, I want the screaming one, and they were like, okay, whatever, right? So that was the first battle, and the second battle was everybody liked it in color, and I was like, boring. Everybody does color pictures. So how about black and white? But black and white's also boring because everybody does black and white. So I was like, well, what about if we had both, right? And then I'm thinking, like, I was screaming, so maybe there's a way to show me screaming. And I was like, okay. So I, duplicated the image, and I was like, okay, that's still kind of boring. It's in black and white. And I was like, put it in color. Okay, that's cool. Put it in a hologram, because then I was like, because then it kind of, if anybody's seen the replay video, you know how the guy, he's like not really there and he kind of flickers in and out. So I was like, maybe if I make that kind of cohesive and like bring it all in together, and everybody was like, dude, that's not the one. And I was like, okay. And they're like, if you can get one person to agree with you, it's okay.
Then you can sway the room.
So I text Val, and I send him, Val, my partner in Dancing with the Stars, and I sent him all the options, right? And I was like, I'm not going to tell you which one's my favorite, but pick your favorite and leave it to that. And he picked the one I picked, and I was like, in your face, suckers! Word! This is the album cover. Woo!
Because Val said so.
But I just needed one person to agree with me.
So do you have like a favorite song on the album? Like, I mean, the singles replayed. Do you pick that as like, that's my favorite song? I want that to be the single?
Every time, from the beginning, I knew, oh, don't be sad. Oh.
She didn't like my question. I'm sorry.
She was like, geez, I knew from the beginning, honestly, that Replay was going to be the first single because it was one of the first songs that I heard that I was like, I have to have that song. You know, that has to be my song. I have to do, like, that is Zendaya, you know what I'm saying? And it needed some adjustments, you know, needed lyrics changed, needed some things. I need to put my own little Zendaya sauce on it and make it me, and I did so, and I'm very, very proud of that. And I knew from the beginning, like I said, that was going to be the one. So
how many tracks do you go through that you don't use that you hear before?
There were quite a few that we didn't use. We have like, I would say up to like 5, maybe 6 that we didn't even put on the album.
Well, that's good. We have some stuff.
Right, you have some ideas for the next
ready to
album.
go for the next one. Do you remember where you were the first time you heard your song played, like on the radio or somewhere?
Yes, I was in New York, and I was doing my makeup, and then I heard my song come on the radio because we had like okay, first of all, who listens to radios in hotels anymore?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody does that, right?
No.
Yeah, it was convenient at that time. But I always think about that. I was like, nobody uses alarm clocks anymore. Like, what the heck? But anyway, that's irrelevant. Back to the actual story. It started playing because we knew it was gonna come on, and I just started freaking out, jumping on the beds, just going completely nuts, and then just casually went back to doing my makeup.
No big deal. I'm on the radio.
No big deal. Just on the radio.
That's cool. Well, we're streaming live on XL106.7.com, and so I've got some questions from Twitter.
Okay.
If you don't mind. Let's see. Somebody wants to know what you're planning on dressing up as for Halloween.
No clue.
Ben wants to know that.
I have no idea. I don't even know what I'm going to do for Halloween. I don't usually do anything for Halloween because, like, I don't really have time or whatever. And if I do, I really have to dress up because people will notice me.
Right.
And then plus it's like a kid-oriented holiday.
Yes.
So it's like, it's tough. And I have my little nieces, and I want to, you know, take them around.
Right.
But then they'll be like, Auntie Dea, I'm trying to go to the next house. I'm like, sorry, guys. I mean, what can I do, right? So I would really have to dress up. Or I could just stay inside and let the kids bring me candy. And
That's a good idea.
Because my sister doesn't want them to eat, because I have little nieces and nephews. My sister doesn't want them to eat all the candy.
Right.
So the big kids can have some candy.
I'm for it. That's a good idea. Let's see. If you're stranded on a desert island, what are 3 things you would take with you? Angie wants to know
Okay,
that.
I actually thought about this before.
Really?
And I decided I only need one thing.
One.
A Target.
That's it.
Does that count? It's a thing, right? I just need a Target.
That's actually pretty good.
Right? Target has everything. It has groceries. It has cards for every card need and holiday of the year. You have clothing, snacks, toys.
Hadn't thought of that. That's actually
Great.
That's
genius, right? Thank you.
Maybe
One
the smartest
thing,
thing
I
I've
just
ever
need
heard.
a nice big Target.
So you've got, let's see, the acting down, obviously. The music's down. The book's down. You have a clothing line that you put out. What are you going to do next? Like run for president?
Yeah.
Go to space?
Yeah.
What is left for you to do at 16?
Going for that next semester. No, I don't know. I think right now I'm just very focused on the music thing and just kind of expressing myself in that way, and you know, hopefully in the future movies and other things, but right now music is a main focus for me.
Cool. I noticed all the little accessories. That's a big thing for you, like the accessories. What's your favorite? My wife is like that. She has everything.
I like bracelets and stuff. Hey, I see some bracelets out there. I have like 3 necklaces on. You can't see them, but I have 3 necklaces. I have one a friend gave to me, one that me and my 3 best friends have, and then one that's like a good luck charm thing. And then I have like all these bracelets. These are from Dancing with the Stars, and this is from my parents, and it's from my friends. So they all have like stories behind them. So it's like good luck. I don't know.
As a guy, we don't understand
You
that.
have no
but I'm sure it
idea.
makes
It's
sense to
okay.
all of you guys. So you guys have some questions? Questions from the audience? Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'll run down there and give you the mic, and you guys can ask them. You have a question? First, tell your name, and then ask your question.
My name is Julia, and I was wondering how Shake It Up is doing.
Shake It Up, we actually finished our whole seasons. So we shot all the seasons, all the episodes that we have to do. And the last episode should be coming up in a little while. Not too soon, but pretty soon. And it's called Remember It Up. And it's a little sad. Not gonna lie, because, you know, it's like the last episode, so it's like there's some tears in there, but it's really sweet. So
it will live on forever in DVD
Forever in the
and
hearts
replays.
of young
Anything?
children
Do
everywhere.
you have a question?
I'm Liana, and I was wondering, what do you do when you have like free time?
I sleep. Right? Sleep all day. I could sleep all day. I could be an Olympic sleeper. Yeah. Sleep. Yeah, sleep, ice cream, and Netflix. Yes, we're best friends. I can tell.
Hang on. You have a question?
Hi, my name is Kendall, and what was the hardest dance and your favorite dance on Dancing with the Stars?
Ooh, that's a good one. The hardest dance was definitely the Argentine tango. I don't know if anyone saw that one, but that was the one where I killed Val at the end. It was very scary. But that was my favorite because it was so intense. In Argentine tango, you have what's called a close hold. So it's like when you're dancing with your partner, you have to be very close. And the woman is supposed to be shorter than the guy. In my case, that wasn't the case. So I had to be really low and squatted all the time, and that was very hard on the thigh. And also I had a lot of flips and dips and realized I'm a very tall girl, so I'm used to staying on the ground because I can reach everything by myself. I don't need anyone to pick me up. So I wasn't used to being off the ground, and that was pretty scary. And then my favorite dance, I like, all the Latin dances. So I really love the cha-cha, the salsa we did, the samba, that kind of stuff.
What kind of vegetables do you like?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. You sound like a very wonderful. I'm
Because I'm a
vegetarian too. Oh my gosh, but I'm like a vegetarian that hardly eats vegetables. I have a problem. You're probably way better than me with that.
Yeah, I can't have meat.
Yeah, I know, me too. It's crazy.
Seriously, I'm complex carbohydrate intolerant.
Whoa.
Wow.
She's
That's a big
very
word.
smart. This girl, I like you. You're like Rocky. You're like Rocky. She's like smart and cute.
I was born without an enzyme.
Oh, that is very
Well, there
cool.
you go.
Thank you. We're getting like a whole lesson, guys. Thank you for telling me that. That is very cool. My favorite vegetables, I really like. I like spinach, sautéed spinach, with like garlic and butter, and I like broccoli's very nice. I like butternut squash. Okay, it's actually really good if you mash it up with lots of butter and salt. Oof. Okay. Butter on everything. Okay, as long as it's buttered
Yeah.
and seasoned, I love it. Does cheese count as a no?
Cheese doesn't count. What's your favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetables are tomato, some arugula, and carrots with salt and pepper.
Yeah, carrot, salt,
Nice.
pepper, pretty
By
good.
the way, my name is Rain.
Nice to meet you.
That's a pretty name.
I
like
love that name.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hang on, we have some over here.
So cute.
Question?
My name is Nolan, and how did you get into Shake It Up?
Well, Nolan, it was just an audition. So they had an audition for finding the people for Shake It Up, and I was one of those people that went out and auditioned and tried out for it, and it happened to be the one. It was no cool weird story. It's pretty much it.
Let's see. I have one from Twitter. It's from Brittany. It says, "What song could you never get tired of hearing?"
Anything Michael Jackson. Any Michael Jackson song there is, I will never get tired of. Right? I mean, it's Michael Jackson, guys.
Questions?
The cuteness.
My name is Annabella.
Cuteness.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is September 1st. So I'm a Virgo, just like Michael Jackson and Beyonce, actually.
Can you give me any advice about not being shy? Because I'm kind of shy when I go up on stage and sing.
Aww.
So
I'm that way too, honestly. I was very, very shy when I was younger, and I think the best thing to do is to just kind of try things. And sometimes it's really hard, and you're gonna kind of get those butterflies and get worried, but sometimes if you actually put yourself out there sometimes, you actually like it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was really worried and I was afraid, and then I would get on the stage and I would love it, and then I would be all worried again. But you fall in love with the feeling of being on stage instead of being worried about the feeling that you get before you go on stage. So I think you just got to practice. It's like with everything else, you got to just practice and get used to it.
My name is Sarah. We always hear about people playing pranks on each other on TV shows. So what are some of the pranks that you and the Shake It Up cast have
Oh,
done?
guys, we had a prank war. All right. So there's this stuff on set called booger tape. And it's like this. It's not really gross, but it's like gooey tape that is so sticky. Like they stick everything. Like so, all the posters you see on the walls or stuff in our lockers is stuck with like this really hardcore sticky tape. And to me, it looks like boogers, so I call it booger tape. And so me and Bella were like, can we get some booger tape? And we're like, what do we do with this? Like, we just have it. We just like it. Like, we just think it's cool. So we're like, I know, right? And so we're like, what do we do with this? And we're like, I know what to do. So it was the week that Leo Howard was on our show. And we went to their schoolroom and we stuck all of their pencils, paper, like exactly the same position they were in, but we just stuck them there. So they think that they just left their stuff there, but it's stuck. And they don't know, right? So Bella, who wasn't very bright, decided to sticky tape their assignments, which was not the part of the plan. She just decided to do that on her own. I don't know why she did that. But so anyway, they come inside and they're all like, they go to do their work and they're just like, and nothing will come up. And they're like, what the heck? Guys, and then Adam ripped his paper and he's like, I have to rewrite it. And we're like, in your face. And so then they tried to get back at us, okay? And you know what they did? They just TP'd our desks. Like, it's just toilet paper. We're just like, seriously. And we're just like, okay, well, we can just take this off. Like, it was a terrible, terrible, terrible prank, right? So we're like, okay, we got to really get them back because obviously they don't know how this is done. So we talked to the prop department. And we went on an iPhone, like one of the fake phones that we use on the show, and we just took a whole bunch of selfies of us doing like random faces, like, right? So we take a whole bunch of pictures, and we're like, excuse me, can you please print out like maybe 300 copies of these? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna run out of ink. I was like, okay, that's fine. Just print out as many copies, black and white, the color, I don't care. They're like, okay, for sure, and we'll send them up. So they send up like 300 pictures, and we put pictures on everything. We covered their room in our face. I mean, from the ceiling to their seats to their chair, everything was covered in our face, and it was great. And that ended it. Girls win.
Another question back here.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I was wondering if you had any pets.
I do. I have a giant schnauzer named Midnight. He's like big dog.
Is that like a breed, a giant schnauzer, or is it just big for a schnauzer?
It's a actually part, like they come in 3 different sizes. So there's a miniature, a standard, and a giant. And I wanted the miniature, and my dad wanted the giant. So I lost, and we have a huge dog. And I love him, and he thinks he's a miniature, which is awkward. Because he always tries to jump on you and be cute. And I'm like, dude, you're way too big for this. Calm down.
Okay. Hi, I'm Carlin.
Hey.
I was wondering, would you rather change gender every time you sneeze or not be able to tell the difference between a baby and a Yum Yum cupcake? See, I put that sponsorship in here.
Whoa. Well, honestly, I think the cupcake thing because when I see children, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are like, I call them nuggets. They're just like little chicken nuggets. They're just so cute, right? So I think of little kids as little cupcakes anyway. Like, oh my gosh, you're just so cute. So I'll go with that. It's kind of like every day anyway. Just little cupcakes.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't
That's
screen.
like the strangest question I've ever been asked, probably.
I didn't screen these before. So we have time for a few more questions. I'm coming. You guys are keeping your hands up and everything.
Hi, my name is Kendall, and what was your favorite song you recorded on your album?
Ooh, I would say, that's a tough one. I think one of my favorites is called Heaven Lost an Angel because it sounds like it's going to be like some really slow, but it's not. It's actually an upbeat kind of MJ-inspired song, and it was originally written for a guy, and we changed the lyrics for it to be a girl. So it's kind of like one long, cheesy pickup line.
Hi, my name is Julia. Can you teach us a dance?
I would actually like you guys to teach me a dance. If you guys have any dance moves later that you would like to bring up to me, I need to refresh. Yes, ma'am?
Hang on, wait, one
Oh,
more.
he's gonna go behind you. Some people that haven't gone yet.
What's your favorite milk?
My favorite.
Like flavor of milk? Like mine's strawberry.
Me, I don't really drink milk. I have ice cream all the time. Does that count? It's kind of like frozen milk a little. Yeah, it's got enough milk in it. Yeah, let's go with
Right,
that.
2 more. We'll get you, and then I'll get you, and then we'll wrap it up.
Just in case you forgot my name, I'm Liana.
Nice to meet
In
you.
case you forgot. 2 things. 1, what is your favorite episode of Shake It Up Chicago? And 2, what is your last name? I've always wondered that.
Well, my favorite episode of Shake It Up, for some reason, I will always love Age It Up, and that's the one where Justin Starr comes and Rocky freaks out, because that was like my fangirl moment, because I'm not one to freak out like that ever, and I just got to have a lot of fun and act like a total psycho. And the second one was, what was my last name? My last name is Coleman, and I just go by Zendaya because it's kind of like Madonna. You know, who knows what Madonna's last name is? It doesn't matter. She's just Madonna. So I think that was kind of cool. I have a cool name, so I just kind of left it alone. But a lot of people, it's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, did they leave your name? Did Disney forget to put your name in the credits? Like, I don't think Disney would forget to put my name in my own show. No, it's just, I just decided to do it that way.
Do you like spiders?
Do I like spiders? It's a love-hate relationship. I mean, I like the idea of spiders. I think they would be cool, but I'm a little afraid of them. Oh, you have a tarantula?
She's good
Aw.
people. All right.
I think as long as they're not poisonous and they don't try to kill you, then fine. I love them too. Aw.
Just got to get to know them, that's all.
Gotta get to know 'em.
So when you work
I'm like, give me a little,
on a Disney show, do you just get to roll up to Disney and be like, hey, I'm Zendaya, and go in? Is that how it works? I've always wanted to know that.
No.
You don't just get to roll up to the
No.
gate and be like, excuse me.
Well, you know, I've been so many times at this point that it's like, it could be that way. Not Disney World, but Disneyland. I know that place. I could be a tour guide. And I'm not kidding. I know where to go. Like California Adventure, I basically know like the back of my hand. Like I could tell you where the best churro cart is and the Bugs Life part. I could tell you like what to do on the ride, when you take the picture, when you like, it's great. So, but it's pretty cool. You know, we get some passes to go, and when we go, we have like people to take us around. We
Right.
can go as many times as we want. So, I mean, it's cool for the first 100 times.
Right, and then it's like,
And then it kind of just lacks its luster.
well, we're going to take some photos and everything, but before we go, what is next for you? What can everybody expect from Zendaya in the immediate future?
Well, right now, music, honestly. I'm just really going around and promoting my music and just promoting Zendaya and who she is as an artist, and I hope everybody can kind of relate to that. So.
Yeah, and I'm assuming all of you have it, but if you don't, you can get it on iTunes and on Amazon. And of course, you can watch the video,
Oh, yes.
replay over and over again. Did you guys have a good time?
Woo!
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with
Thank
us.
you.
We're going to take some photos and stuff. Everybody, Zendaya.